Trojan family, Trojan gang. Mr. Fight On Forever's in the building. And today, Xavier Griffin out of Georgia, 5-star linebacker, decommitted from USC. Now, this ain't a university problem. This ain't an NIL problem. This ain't a coaching problem. USC just got this policy. If you commit to USC, you can't take no more official visits. If you take official visits, you got to decommit. So it ain't like the kid woke up and said, man, I ain't finna play for USC. And USC was telling him, we see these official visits coming up, so we feel like you ain't really committed, so you got to decommit. Now, that's a risky proposition, right? We gonna lose some recruits because of that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have that policy. I mean, you can't take away, I wouldn't want to take away a kid's high school to college experience going on a recruiting trail. I wouldn't mind if you took other official visits. Make sure you want us. Make sure when you sign on that dotted line, you really want to sign, right? And don't act like it ain't the transfer portal so they can leave after a year anyway. So take your official visits. You're going to be recruited in high school. Even in college, you're going to have temptations. People going to want you to hop in the transfer portal. So that policy, I wouldn't stick by. And that policy going to cost us some recruits. You feel me? Like, that's most definitely some guys that we probably could have. If we didn't have this policy, I think he would have stayed committed. You feel me? Now that he decommitted, ain't no telling if he'd come back. Most players don't come back after they decommit from a school. I think he would have stayed committed, went to them other schools and compared it to USC and still chose USC. But now I'm thinking he's finna go visit these other schools and USC ain't even on the table no more. Because after they made you decommit as a recruit, you probably don't want to come back to them and be like, okay, I want to commit now again. That probably rubs you the wrong way a little bit. So now when he's taking his new official visit to Ohio State, it's out them group of schools that he's looking at to where he want to commit it. So this is a risky business, and this going to definitely lower the reach of how many kids we can have in this class. Some kids ain't going to go for that. Some kids going to have USC number one, but going to not commit or decommit because they still want to take visits, But it's good news coming. They online celebrating. I seen it online. He decommitted, and in 17 minutes, it had like 156 comments, right? When all these 5-star players and other great players being committed to USC, it'd be like 60, 70 comments for the whole life of the video. But as soon as the USC player decommitted, everybody got something to say. Then watch when Talanoa Ely commit. Jessica Hopkins just put a insider prediction on him to commit to USC. So I think USC got this timing right. They knew they was going to have Xavier Griffin decommit and know he was going to decommit. And Talanoa Ely is committed to USC but just ain't announced it yet. So they didn't want the Xavier Griffin decommitment to cast shadow on Talanoa Ely commitment. So we let Xavier Griffin decommit right now. Let all the haters feel like they hating. Then we finna hit him in the top of the head and keep this positive momentum going with Talanoa Ely commitment. It's being locked in, just like I told you with how Luke Weaver was locked in and whatnot. Talanoa Ely, they got him locked in. So you gonna see that commitment come in the next couple days, maybe later today. It depends on how USC want to do it, right? And gonna get the positive momentum right now. So let them celebrate right now. They celebrating. They like, ooh, the exodus started early. Cohen Brown, now Xavier Griffin. And we is kind of shooting our own self in our foot. That's the only thing I don't like about what Chad Bowden is doing, is making players stop taking visits to be committed. Because this is what it do. It brings negative momentum to the recruiting trail and negative optics, and kids hear it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that negative energy. I'd rather this decommit been on signing day, and then, it's over with, wrap that class over with, and we pretty much on to the next. But for decommitments to happen in the middle of the process, I don't like that. So we basically made Cohen Brown and Xavier Griffin decommit because they want to take other visits, and we should expect the out-of-state kids to take other visits. You know what I'm saying? So But it's still rocking, it's still strong. Like I said, it's still gonna be a great class. It's just a couple of kids that we probably would have had for a while committed and probably possibly be on a team ain't gonna be on a team because of this policy, right? So I hope the policy get renegotiated. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with it, but hey, we still got 27 kids. It's working thus far. I guess you got to be super committed this early. And it is teaching kids, I mean, don't commit this early then if you ain't for sure. And I kind of get what USC saying. But once a kid committed, I think Xavier Griffin had committed before this policy was made. Like, Xavier Griffin was committed to USC before Chad Bowden. So when he gave USC his initial commitment, it wasn't these stipulations, oh, you can't visit other schools. But watch out for Talanola Ely. And USC gonna bounce back with this positive momentum on the recruiting trail. Until then, man, it's Carter Gang. It's Mr. Fight On Forever, and I'm out this thing.